27.
Greetings, and here is your devotion for today, and it's entitled Facing the Reality of Betrayal and Greed. And our scriptural reading will come from the book of Luke, chapter 22, starting with verse 1, and we'll read all through to 6. My name is Pastor Alexander Red of the Gracious Hope Bible Fellowship. Let us read. The festival of unleavened bread, which is also called Passover, was approaching. The leading priests and teachers of religious law were plotting how to kill Jesus, but they were afraid of the people's reaction. Then Satan entered into Judas Iscariot, who was one of the 12 disciples, and he went to the leading priest and captains of the temple guard to discuss the best way to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted and they promised to give him money. So he agreed and began looking for an opportunity to betray Jesus so they could arrest him when the crowds weren't around. Now, facing the reality of betrayal and greed, it is something that we all have experienced at one point in our lives. And at some point in our lives, we have experienced or witnessed betrayal. The story that we just read about Judas is a clear example of how this sin of betrayal can have devastating effects, leading to feelings of pain, guilt, and shame. Judas was one of the 12 disciples responsible for managing the group's money box. He was like a treasurer. However, according to John chapter 12, verse 6, it was revealed that Judas was also a thief. John believed that Judas was driven by greed. On one occasion, when Mary used expensive perfume to anoint the feet of Jesus, Judas whined about it, saying that the perfume could have been sold for 300 denarii and the money given to the poor. But the true motive was clear. He wanted the money for himself. According to Luke chapter 22, verse 6, Judas betrayed Jesus because of his greed. Judas took money from the funds of the ministry and he looked for an opportunity to betray Jesus. The Bible cautions us against the sins of greed and theft, which Satan can use to disturb your life just as he did to Judas. We tend to sin, and according to 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, he describes the devil as a roaring lion who seeks to destroy us. In the story of Judas, Satan found a willing partner to do wrong. And this is what Jesus also said. He said, the enemy had come to steal, kill, and destroy, but he, Jesus, had come to give life abundantly. So then, it is a matter of choice. Choose Jesus or the betrayer. But the question is this: how are we to guard ourselves against betrayal and greed? Well, praying to God daily communicates our lives, preventing hidden sins from growing into bigger or larger problems. If we don't take action, the devil, also known as the roaring lion, will target us regardless of our vulnerabilities. And it is time to ask the Lord to reveal any sin you must confess. Deal with them today. Don't let sin lead you down the path of Judas. The lesson regarding betrayal is straightforward. Avoid assuming others' intentions and behaviors, and always have a contingency plan in case you are disappointed. It is always important to be prepared for the possibility of betrayal to avoid negative consequences. To maintain a strong sense of determination and persistence, it is important to prepare yourself and minimize the influence of uncertainty. To overcome tough times, having a solid support system and staying vigilant for red flags is crucial. Keep an eye out for signs of dishonesty and selfishness in any circumstance of life. To prevent potential harm or negative outcomes, it is important to be aware and watchful for suspicious behavior that may indicate deceit or selfish intentions. And being diligent and also being vigilant can help protect yourself. Look for any signs of dishonesty or greed and take appropriate measures to protect yourself and those around you. Remember the old adage, prevention is always better than cure. And that is your devotion for today. My name is Pastor Alexander Red. And for more, check out our website, gracioushopefellowship.com, or get our app on your phone for easy and quick access to all of our biblical resources. Until then, we'll be back here again, and follow our pages on YouTube as well as Facebook. Until then, have a blessed day. Bye for now.